What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited about this video because I will be talking about two of my favorite things in the world, Korean noodles and K-dramas. Now it's been a while since I have gotten into this entire K-culture thing in terms of the music, taking Korean language lessons, trying to make their food, ramyeon being my absolute favorite. For quite a while now I've been getting requests from you guys to share about my favorite Korean noodles, from where you guys can get it, and also what K-dramas would I recommend you to watch. So I will be covering both of those things in this video. Whenever I watch K-dramas, it's always more fun to have like ramyeon with it. It just doubles the happiness. So before getting into the K-drama recommendations, let's start with my favorite spicy Korean noodles that are easily available in India, and that is by the brand Nissin. It's their hot and spicy Korean noodles. Comes with both veg option and also chicken. So both sides are happy. And I think now's the perfect time to let you all know that today's video is partly sponsored by Nissin, and I'm so grateful and honestly freaking out a bit inside because I have loved their brand for a long time. I've even shared about the exact same noodles on my Instagram, and all of you wondering where you can buy it, all of that jazz. So this review, taste test, mukbang, whatever you want to call it, is going to literally come from the heart. So I have both the veg and the chicken flavor with me. I thought I could make this right now and just show you how quick and convenient it is, and of course do a fun mukbang, taste test, and tell you more about the flavors. So let's go. So I have my Nissin Geki hot and spicy Korean noodles, and this one is in the chicken flavor. I really love the color of the noodles. Let's do a quick taste test and let you all know what I think about it. Wow. I was really hungry, so I'm just gobbling this up. Smells amazing. I can get that distinct chicken flavor, and you know the spice level of this is not unbearably spicy, which I have tried other Korean noodles. They are like another level spicy. The other flavors are sort of hidden, like you can only taste the spice. I like these noodles more mainly because it has a perfect balance of all the flavors and being spicy enough. Gosh, I love this. Now I'll keep this aside for now and try out the veg flavor. This is the Nissin Geki hot and spicy Korean noodles in veg flavor. Time for another big bite. It's so amazing. It literally has the right amount of salt, tanginess, spice of course, and I really love that this comes with the seasoning mix oil. It has a hint of sweet chili, and it actually has a strong gochujang flavor, which is basically a Korean version of a red chili paste, and it's used in many of the Korean dishes, so that gives a very authentic taste to these noodles. Look at the thickness of these noodles. Like, they are the right amount of chewy and soft and has that nice bite. Oh wow. So yeah, if you're looking for some authentic Korean ramyeon or just want to try out some nice spicy Korean noodles, try the Nissin Geki hot and spicy Korean noodles, and of course it comes in both flavors, so everyone's happy. And if you're wondering where you can get it from, it's easily available in most of the supermarkets and even online grocery services like Big Basket, even Swiggy, Instamart. That's where I got it from. So do try these out. It does not even feel like a sponsored video because I've been asking everyone to try this one out even before this video. So yeah, this is as real as it can get. I'm sure you will enjoy these spicy noodles as much much as I did because it's not just spicy but has so much flavor packed into it that you don't want to miss it out. All the links will be in the description box so you can directly go purchase it for yourself and tag me if you do end up making them and trying it out. Thanks to Nissin for sponsoring this part of the video. Let's move on to the second part of this video, which is K-drama recommendations. Let's talk about 5 amazing K-dramas that if you have never ventured into the K-drama world, or you probably have and are looking into what else you can watch, then I hope this list helps you out. So I have watched plenty of K-dramas, but I've made this list more diverse in terms of the genre, just so that there's something for everyone. And you'll be happy to know that I'm not going to give out any spoilers because that just ruins the experience. In fact, I'm not even going to give like an entire plot summary because for me, I like to go into K-drama without knowing anything about the story other than the review saying that it's good or bad. That's it. That's all I get to know. Even here, I'm just going to give you a very brief plot outline. Now that's out of the way. The first one that I want to talk about is, I think, my favorite, or definitely one of the top favorites that I have, and that is It's Okay to Not Be Okay. For those of you who've been following me for a while, you know I keep raving about this particular K-drama a lot. So the lead characters are played by Kim Soo-hyun, who plays Moon Gang-tae, Moon Gang-tae's brother, which is Moon Sang-tae, played by Oh Jung-se, and So Ye-ji, who plays Ko Moon-young. This would be a psychological romantic drama. So Moon Gang-tae works in a psychiatric ward. Ko Moon-young is an anti-social children's author, and Moon Sang-tae is Moon Gang-tae's autistic elder brother, who's also a talented illustrator. The main story revolves around the relationship between not just Ko Moon-young and Moon Gang-tae, but also his brother Moon Sang-tae. It's like a dynamic between these three, and I have to say the storytelling is brilliant. They use very interesting and unique fairy tales to explain a character's feelings and actions. The acting is top notch. I think all of them have won awards. The entire soundtrack is just stunning. The plot is quite unique. It is sometimes dark. It does deal with certain childhood trauma, but it is also very engaging, has many light-hearted moments, great chemistry between the lead actors. Like, you really want them to be together. What I love most about these characters is that each of them have their own flaws, but you still end up loving them. You end up rooting for them, and you do get to witness a beautiful character development for the main 3 protagonists. This is my most watched K-drama. I could really watch it a 5th time and not complain because it's really hard for me to find flaws in this K-drama. If you're not a K-drama fan, I think this series can turn you into one, just like my boyfriend. Next up, we have Itaewon Class. It's a classic revenge story, but I would rather see it as like an underdog story because that's the entire vibe of it. Now, the 2 main characters are Park Se-roi, who's played by Park Seo-joon, and Cho Lee-so, who's played by Kim Da-mi. I have watched this K-drama twice and I really enjoyed it. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Kim Da-mi's character, I just find that character annoying at times throughout the story, but the backbone of the entire story is Park Se-roi, and that makes it really worth the watch. It's an earnest underdog story where Park Se-roi is on a lifelong mission to take revenge from a business tycoon who killed one of his loved ones. Now, it's not a cliched revenge story in the sense that the protagonist is not consumed by dark thoughts and dark actions. In fact, he's quite the opposite, and he decides to take revenge in a noble way where he rises from the ashes, figuratively speaking, to open his own restaurant, and that's where he meets his entire squad, so to speak. This is also the first K-drama where I've seen such diversity in characters. There's also strong LGBTQ representation by one of the characters, which is not seen much in the K-drama scene, so I really appreciate that. The soundtrack of this K-drama is so good. Like, each song pumps you up, makes you cry, makes you laugh. Although it does have a strong romance plot going on between, of course, Park Se-roi and Cho Lee-so. I'm not the biggest fan of the chemistry, but in my opinion, romance is like on the sidelines. Like, the main plot is so interesting. It is slightly slow, so it takes time to build. So stay put, you will be hooked. Park Se-roi's character has so much heart and he goes through so much, and you would really root for him to win against his oppressors. It just has a very inspiring feel to it. Definitely worth the watch. Next up is True Beauty, another top fave of mine. Now, this has the typical rom-com high school vibes. So this essentially is a love triangle between Ji-kyung, Soo-ho and Seo-jun. Now, Ji-kyung is bullied for her ugly looks by the students in her school, and she ends up transferring to another school where she decides to transform herself into a gorgeous goddess by mastering the art of makeup and consequently becoming the new popular girl in her new school. I know this sounds like a typical cliched glow-up story, but the plot and the emotions are so much more complex. This drama actually tries to mock the society's obsession with external beauty. Like, she'd rather die than show her bare face to all these new kids, which is also where the love story blooms because the popular guy in the school is the only one who's seen her barefaced without makeup. Now, I'm not getting into the details of the love triangle and all that because that's the fun element. The romantic chemistry between the leads are just off the roofs. Like, I remember I was literally squirming in my seat. So yeah, it gives you that sort of warm fuzzy feel. It is also really funny. Moon Ga-young, who plays Ji Kyung, is just fabulous and showing the different emotions involved in her journey to find true beauty. As much as I love both the male actors, she just takes the spotlight. Her character is very lovable. You will cry with her, you will laugh with her, you will love with her. The next K-drama is completely opposite to the one that I just spoke about, and that is The Kingdom. So Kingdom is a historical, political, horror action series. It is set in the Joseon dynasty, where the crown prince and his subordinates come across a very unnatural plague that resurrects the dead. Yes, we are talking about zombies, and how he tries to save his entire kingdom from this widespreading plague. I feel there are two sets of people. One set who love watching zombie movies, series, shows. Well then, this is a no-brainer. You should of course watch this one. Now coming to the other set of people who dislike zombies, series, shows, movies, you should still watch this show because it's made beautifully and it's actually different from many of the no-brainer zombie movies that I've watched. This actually explains how the plague originates, why, what, when, how does it spread. Like, it literally goes into the depths of explaining why all this is happening. The story builds slowly and there are too many tough names to keep tabs on, but just be patient and hold on because it's going to be so worth it. The plot is genius and has a fair amount of political drama, suspense and thrill. Joo Ji-hoon plays the crown prince and he does a fab job at it. In fact, the acting of the entire cast is just another level, and even the cinematography, it's just all in all a very, very good K-drama to watch, and I'd even say it's one of the best horror shows ever made. Now coming to the last K-drama that I'd be recommending, and that is Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. It's a slice of life rom-com genre. The lead characters are Hong Do-shik, played by Kim Son-ho, and Yoon Hae-jin, played by Shin Mina. So Hae-jin is a dentist practicing in Seoul, but due to her righteousness, she quits her job and moves to a small seaside town called as Kongjin, where she meets Do-shik, who's technically unemployed but seems to be super busy doing all these odd tasks for all the people in the town. And yeah, this is where Hae-jina's life takes a 180 turn. The story revolves around their romance, how slowly and realistically it builds, and it's honestly very cute to watch. The acting is outstanding, and not just the leads, even the side actors have done such a beautiful job in putting their very eccentric characters. Both Hae-jin and Do-shik are complete opposites, and it's about how they bring out the best in each other and even heal past traumas. Again, the character development that you get to witness is what it's worth for. There is a slight amount of suspense which makes the entire story even more interesting. The entire ambience created because of the small seaside town called Kongjin and the people of Kongjin. This story and its people will warm your heart, and the small life lessons infused throughout the series will be very inspiring to the viewer. Actually watching this currently the second time with my boyfriend, and he's also obsessed with it. So yeah, definitely watch it alone, watch it with your loved ones. Either ways, I'm sure you'll have something to take away from this beautiful series. So those were my top 5 K-drama recommendations. I of course have so many more K-dramas that I absolutely adore. If you want to see a part 2 of K-drama recommendations, do put it in the comment section below. And let me know if you enjoyed this video by leaving a big thumbs up, subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you megfam for supporting my channel. Because of you guys, I get to partner with amazing brands like Nissin. You can check the links in the description box and let me know what you think of the spicy Korean noodles. That's it. I will see you in my next video very soon. Till then, stay happy, positive, grateful, be kind to yourself and others. Bye.